Hey, we're all going for lunch. You want to join us?
No, I'm busy.
Be sure it's going to be fun.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, really, I'm fine.
Okay. Well, you have a good weekend. I'll see you on Monday.
What you just saw is a rendition in the day of the life of me and my struggles with depression. Some days I feel like I'm standing on the edge of the black hole, looking down, hoping I don't fall in. And some days I'm hanging onto the edge of that black hole with one finger and hoping I'll just make it through the day and not fall all the way down.
Did everything right, they still die. In the end, they always die. This isn't fair. I screwed up somewhere. Quit thinking about it and quit thinking about it. Why are you doing this to me, God? Why am I this messed up? I'm always seeing this. Can't stop this. I can't do this anymore. I screwed up. Should I just end it?
Are you okay, Dad?
This isn't fair.
I'm a firefighter for 22 years. As a firefighter, we went out on a lot of bad car accidents, and we used the jaws of life to cut people out of cars. And as a firefighter, I was taught that we're going to see these scenes, and it's okay to feel things, but we didn't cause the accident, so it's not anything we should be concerned about as far as letting it get personal. Well, it started getting personal when I started having nightmares and flashbacks and anger, and I was drinking a lot. And I actually ended up turning to meth as a coping mechanism so I wouldn't go to sleep and have the nightmares.
My name is Kyle, and I've been diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia. I have people inside my head, usually around 3. They're not good people. I hear voices, and they make me see stuff. They all have their own personality, their own voice. I can't eat, I can't sleep. They talk to me all the time.
I know you only got 30 minutes of sleep, but you need to wake up right now. I wouldn't bother with your hair and makeup because you're going to look awful anyways. You are pathetic. Are you stressed yet? Are you awake yet? I'm sorry, are you having trouble breathing right now? That's because you're weak. Is it hard to breathe? You're gonna snap in two, and everybody's gonna think that you're a complete psycho.
I am losing my mind. When you're in the middle of an anxiety attack, sometimes it's just so bad that there's no being reasoned with. Your brain is in fight or flight mode. Your heart is pounding. You feel like you're starved for oxygen, like you can't breathe. Your palms get sweaty, sometimes your limbs go numb, and it's just a pit in the stomach, creates nausea, creates headaches, and sometimes it just creates a feeling that is so intense and so scary that you wish you could escape your own body.
I have ADHD. What is life without medication? Basically, like, you have no control over what your body does. I feel like I'm hearing like every little noise at every second.
What it's like to live with depression is not what everybody thinks it is. It's not crying all the time. It's not constant sadness. It's hopelessness. It's feeling unworthy. It's feeling like you just can't get through a day.
I've had OCD since I was a little girl. Of course, I didn't know at the time what it was, obsessive compulsive disorder, but I remember the first time a girl at school said, "Don't step on a crack, you'll break your mother's back." And something kind of clicked like, well, I don't want to cause harm, I don't want to hurt somebody. And so I became obsessive about cracks. And it became part of my life. Like, I just started avoiding things and doing things to avoid feeling like something bad might happen. And it progressed into the point where when I was in my early 20s, I really needed to start getting help.
When people tell me to suck it up, it's all in your head, you're gonna be fine, chin up, you'll get through it, it almost makes it worse.
I think those that have the physiological response to anxiety and the panic attacks, when they're not being heard and they're not being understood and they're being belittled about it, that's where they're being failed, and that's where they're failing to get help.
I would like to tell anybody that suffers from depression that it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to reach out for help. There are a lot of people out there that can help, and find something that works for you, because there isn't going to be one thing that works for everyone.
You know, traditionally people who sought out mental health supports were often viewed as somebody who might be crazy or who can't manage their life. And what we're realizing through research now is that everybody has their own sets of challenges. We all have our own corners, if you would call them that we have to kind of get around and navigate.
But as we gain more neuroscience and understanding of how the brain works, there's going to be less stigma. Physical exercise is very important in mental health, and it decreases anxiety, improves mood. There's such a good relationship and physiology on that we really encourage that now.
I would also, just want to emphasize with parents, I often hear that they feel guilty or ashamed if their child is having some emotional or behavioral difficulties at home or at school. Obviously, we all pride ourselves on how well our kids are doing, and we hate to think of there being anything wrong, and so it's natural to feel somewhat guilty or ashamed if our child is struggling. But there's no need in that, and our child isn't going to benefit if we don't take time to recognize that there may be some struggles here, and it's absolutely okay to reach out for help.
My encouragement always is to have people keep trying, keep looking to make a connection with a provider. And I think about the first visit as, yes, as a provider, it's my chance to get to know what's going on for the patient, but I also think it's the patient's chance to get to know me as a provider. And so I think it's important that I would empower patients to really interview back their providers to make sure that they feel like there's a good fit.
There's a lot of help available. We use medications and therapy together to have the best possible results. I think in my practice I see people feeling better really quickly. And then they come back to me later and they say, here's where I came from and here's where I am now, and I can't believe that was me.
I had a peace inside after my therapies, and I felt a lot younger and happier, and I was dealing with my problems in a different way. I was starting to debrief and talk about the things that I had stuffed way back in my head from the things I've seen. And once I started talking about it, I could replace those bad images with new images and good, happy thoughts. And life changed a lot. I can see the outside, I can see the beauty outside, I can see people's faces again. I can feel my emotions, I can feel love. I didn't have that before. I was numb.
I have the honor and the privilege of walking alongside people in their recovery journey. And it's just so great to see what can happen when they put themselves into the process and work through this thing. And there's so much hope for you. So much hope.